All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the newest chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Sorry for keeping you waiting, and I forgot to grab my phone so that way I can have chat because my phone was dying. Give me a sec, and then we'll get started. Okay, we're ready. Sorry, I had to actually step away and do something else completely different. And now for something completely different. We're ready to get started. Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here. Welcome back to more Hunter x Hunter. Things are progressing on the Black Whale as the special martial law has been fully enacted, and now Benjamin is getting all of his people to basically gather all the princes together in one room and eliminating personal guards as well in order for him to basically kill them all. Loserus is missing. We got other princes being led into that one room by Benjamin, who we all know is just doing this specifically so he can gun down everybody in the room, so he can be the sole survivor of the succession battle. Meanwhile, Kurapika is doing everything he can to protect Queen Oito, and also search around for Prince Wobble as well, while also apparently, seemingly, enlisting the help of Gon and Killua. So, let's see what happens in chapter 416. And we're not going on break after this one either. Special martial law has been declared. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Anyone who moves without express permission of the Royal Army will be targeted for elimination. Stay where you are. So, civilians everywhere on this ship are being led to be pressed up against walls so they can be corralled by these soldiers, as this whole martial law is basically enacting right now. Also, good to see you, CDs, and the black guy. Good to see you, everyone. And it cuts into the corridors, and we have Benjamin with Furikov and another member of his crew. Chapter 416, Proclamation. And he's just traveling. He's traveling with his group, and he has like this really big gun. He's got like this really big gun. Aside from Furikov having what appears to be like assault rifles of some kind, he has his own version of the BFG, just carrying it around for himself. 12 hours from symptom onset to death. But the last 2 hours will be spent in a coma, and I'll be incapacitated. I can stay active for 10 more hours. I'll finish this before my body gives out on me. And we get 2 guards popping out from apparently Prince Camilla's room, going, and they immediately hold their guns out towards Benjamin and his crew. And mind you, Benjamin and his group are far larger, except for one of them who seems to be like appropriately and normally sized. Open the door. I need to talk to Camilla. It's martial law. Do you desire a shootout? Bring it on. You have 3 seconds to decide. Day 12, Thursday, 2:15 p.m., special martial law declared. And then Benjamin breaks into the room. Benjamin breaks into the room of Camilla, and she's in the middle of a massage. Don't move. Stay there. Listen to me. And then Camilla looks like she's moving, and then she spins around. She spins around and opens fire on Benjamin. But his Nen aura basically blocks the bullets, and he immediately guns down the 2 maids that were giving her a massage, just instantly killing them. The killing has started. Deaths by Benjamin have officially started now. And she's just standing there. Mind you, she's unclothed, save for the towel on her lower half. And she's just sitting there, hair flowing in front of her, right in front of Benjamin. And Benjamin reloads his gun. And then Benjamin walks up to her. I'm aware of how you counterattack. Your ability activates when you're killed. Interesting.
Is that why you're not shooting me? Pathetic. I guess the best you can do is to lock me up and starve me to death. Do it. It'll be like a waiting game. Will I starve to death or...
And it shows someone walking towards Benjamin. Oh. It shows someone walking towards Benjamin, Furikov, and the other guy.
Will I starve to death or... will you be cursed to death first?
and it shows some dude walking up towards Benjamin, and he slices his own throat. This is the person who, oh, this is the cursed sacrifice for Benjamin. Is this the cursed sacrifice that Beyond implanted to take out Benjamin? Together unto death, your highness, Prince Ben. And then Benjamin is just looking as dude falls to the ground after basically slicing his own throat. Dust in the wind, hell fruit, Yomotsu Hegui. And it, out of this guy's body, this immense shadowy field appears out of his body and then starts to course all over Benjamin. And then it covers his entire body. And then his eyes takes on the distorted faces of the ones that came out of this person's body. And it covers his whole body all over like it's a disease spreading over him.
Curse complete. Poor you. Humans can survive without eating or drinking for 3 to 7 days. Maswana focused on it for years, for over 10 years, and fulfilled her destiny right before your eyes. Peak potency. You won't last half a day. You can panic now, you know.
Oh, this is Benjamin going, humans can survive without eating or drinking for 3 to 7 days. And then Maswana and everything she said there, I can lower my metabolism to the bare minimum and go into a near hibernation state for 3 months.
If you're not going to shoot, would you kindly leave?
And then Benjamin just looks at her. If I infected you with the disease and say it's incurable. And then Camilla starts looking kind of tense at him. Am I the one killing you or the disease? If it's the disease, would the virus have enough aura to bring you back to life? Even if I'm the one responsible for your death, I have the same disease. And if I died first, who would your ability kill to bring you back to life? And Benjamin's eyes have now changed into that of the dust in the wind. And then Camilla is just looking kind of wide-eyed at Benjamin. I don't fear death. What about you? And then Benjamin leaves her. Benjamin just leaves her. And then they continue to move. Then they just keep going, with Furikov going, no activity in room 1004. The 4th prince is inside.
There are 20 people in there, including the prince. Telling who's in the royal army and who isn't is going to be difficult. Who isn't is. Telling who's in the royal army and who isn't is going to be difficult.
Go by the book. Shoot when you must. Shoot whom you must. But leave 4th Prince Seredni to me. Do not interfere. Oh, he's going straight to Seredni. He's going straight. Oh, the conference. Because remember, the last time Seredni and Benjamin spoke to each other was literally over the phone while Benjamin was essentially wrestling a lion. Now they're going to confront each other. 10:04. And it's Seredni. And it's Seredni in his room. Special martial law has been declared. Please follow the Royal Army's orders and remain calm. Please follow the Royal Army's orders and do not panic. His Zetsu is seamless even though the alarm is blaring. What is his nerves made of? And he's looking at Seredni, and Seredni has a gun at his back. Give me your gun. Huh? I'm going to use it. What? On the first prince? You're Salkov, right? Yes, sir. There's something I need you to do. Anything, sir. I'm about to die, but it's going to be a ruse. But tell everyone exactly what you saw. Then put my body in a coffin right away so nobody sees it. Don't tell anyone about my ability. Got it? And then this whole time, Seredni has just been biding his time, just chilling. Seredni is about to do something. Ah, my phone. I dropped my phone all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Seredni is about to do something. Whatever it is that he showed Theta. The illusion. His ability. Understood, sir. And then Salkov is just thinking to himself, there must be some kind of condition, and once fulfilled, you can't escape it. Not even Theta felt anything out of the ordinary. Seredni is obsessed with the speed of his Zetsu. If this thing activates under Zetsu, it's already underway. I really can feel the thing. I can't believe his nerve, facing Benjamin with an incomplete move he's still practicing. He's crazy, or insanely confident in himself and his skills. Probably both. Thanks to that, I'll be able to witness your confrontation and try to analyze your ability. I swear I'll expose your ability, for Theta's sake. Then we get Benjamin and his crew towards 1001. The door's locked. No answer. Stand back. And then Benjamin kicks down the door. Follow me. As I move forward, shoot anyone behind me who moves. Roger. And then Seredni, and then Benjamin walks into the room, but everyone is already on the ground with their hands up. And he can tell which persons have Nen because they're just knelt down, but they got aura around them. You've been learning Nen in room 1014. Yes. Take him in for questioning at the Central Justice Ministry. I had read the reports, but if he really started from a point of having never learned Nen, I need Kurapika as a teacher in my army. And then Benjamin shifts his attention immediately over to Seredni, who's the only one not knelt down on the ground while everyone else is. And he just walks straight towards him. Zetsu, I'm surprised you can use Nen too. Wanna try sparring? And then before he can say anything, Benjamin shoots him. Benjamin just shoots him in the chest. Who gave you permission to speak? I don't have time to waste on you. I don't have time to waste with you. He just shoots Seredni right then and there. And that's the end of the chapter. I feel like I got through this chapter quicker than the last one, mainly because the last one had so much talking in it that I felt like, wow, I'm talking for such a long time with all of this dialogue. This was actually way more straightforward than the last one was. So, and I can go over this. Wow, I actually got through this fast. Hold on. 19 minutes to get through a chapter? Whoa. It usually takes me longer to get through some of these, but then again, there wasn't as much talking as there was the last time we read. But for the most part, martial law is still enacted, civilians are still being rounded up. Benjamin breaks into the room of Camilla, guns down her two maids, but refuses to gun her down because he knows about her ability about essentially, if she's killed by someone, that person's entire body, their life force is essentially ripped from them and given back to Camilla to bring her back to life. So he keeps her alive, but and also it seems like he is cursed by Mazwana. And I don't think this is the curse of Benjamin. This seems to be like a different type of curse. Mazwana focused on it for over 10 years and fulfilled her destiny right before your eyes. Peak potency, you won't last half a day. You can panic now, you know. Either that, or if this is indeed the cursed sacrifice that goes after people, that goes after the princes, then Benjamin has been beset by this curse. Dust in the will, hell fruit, Yomotsu Hegui. And we don't even know the full nature of this curse. If this is the curse that Benjamin put on numerous people, I don't know if this is the same one. Hold on, let me look up Mazwana. Mazwana. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It is indeed one of the people in charge of killing Benjamin. And and she is indeed a lady who I'm said was a dude. So my apologies there. But Mazwana was indeed one of the people that Benjamin set in place in order to and put a curse on them so that they can take out a specific prince. So now we know that Mazwana was in charge of taking out Benjamin, and she succeeded in infecting him with this curse. Yeah, let me see. Mazwana's nen abilities, Yomotsu Hegui, which literally means we who were born out of convenience. A haunting type curse that is unique to the have-nots of Kaki. The user must carry an object connected to the target, such as a photograph, along with a dagger, and must think of the target every day. On the day they want to cast the curse, they must burn the object, drink the infusion of the ashes, and commit suicide with the dagger. The curse will deprive the target of their aura and, in the most powerful cases, kill them in a few hours. Months, if not years, of preparation are necessary for the curse to grow strong enough to successfully kill the target. And even then, a few meters of distance from the target can change the moment of their death from 2 weeks to 3 months. It is, however, estimated that the user killing themselves while close enough to touch the target and looking them in the eye will result in a powerful curse even if not enough time has passed by normal standards. The ability draws power from post-mortem Nen and the user's resolve. The moment Mazwana took her own life while locking eyes with Benjamin, the curse she had borne for 10 years unleashed an aura resembling dark specters. Those surged towards him, enveloping his body and reaching his eyes, where they seared a symbol resembling a face in despair onto his irises, with Camilla declaring that given the curse's potency, he would be dead within half a day. So not only is Benjamin beset by a virus that will kill him in a matter of hours, but he has now been beset, now he's infected with a curse that is going to kill him in basically half that time. So he absolutely has no area to be able to survive this matter at all. And that's Benjamin now. Wow. So, going through this chapter, and this might be my shortest Hunter x Hunter chapter that I actually go through. He's been infected with that same curse that we see many people have towards the princes. We now have a name for it, and he will be dead. He'll be dead in half a day. Benjamin saying I can lower my metabolism to the bare. There we go. So now we see what that curse is and its effect on a prince after it's been enacted. So we see that there's this image of like specters seared onto the irises of Benjamin because they're now on him now. It's just in his eyes now. It's on him and it's infected in him. But Benjamin puts in this idea that, okay, so say like if I infected you with a disease and it's incurable, would I be the one killing you or will it be the disease? If it's the disease, would a virus have enough aura to bring you back to life? So that's a interesting question. Not only that, but we also see that something is like fizzing inside of his boot. It's like this. So I don't know if he's essentially had the virus open up inside this room with Camilla and he's already infected her. Because why else would his shoes be making the sound if he isn't already causing the virus to, go active within this room? Not unless there's something else going on that's causing this sound effect to come off of his foot. But it is a good question, though. If a virus kills you, if I give you a virus and it's incurable, Am I the one killing you, or is it the virus? And do you have enough aura? And would a virus have enough aura to bring you back to life? Is the virus itself enough to bring you back to life if you actually kill the virus? So now Camilla's just kind of looking at him, kind of stunned a little bit, with him going, I don't fear death. What about you? And then he leaves her. He just leaves her. Out of all the princes he can shoot and kill, Camilla's the only one he can't just brazenly do that to, due to the nature of her Nen ability and how she can immediately be brought back to life if someone does kill her. Then we just immediately go to Seradni's room, and apparently he came up with a plan to allow himself to get shot. And for Salkov to not tell anyone his ability, to put his body in a coffin and immediately so that no one can see it. And then Benjamin bursts in there, and then he prepares to go to Seradni, and he's like, Zetsu, I'm surprised you can use Nen too. And Seradni tries talking to him, so like, want to try sparring? And then Benjamin just guns him down immediately, saying like, who gave you permission to speak? I don't have time to waste on you. Well, I don't have time to waste with you. I don't have time to waste with you. And that's the end of the chapter, which means that whatever plan Seradni has, it is probably... Ooh, this is bad, actually. This is actually really bad. This man is faking his own death so that he can be left alone to his own devices. Because with Benjamin not paying attention to him anymore, then Seradni will be able to do whatever he wants without Benjamin hounding him. This is bad. Someone with the most sinister aura that we've seen on this ship, aside from Krollo and Hisoka and Benjamin, Seradni left to his own devices in a space where no one can see him, so he can just meditate and practice his Nen without any interruption of any kind. This is actually very, very bad, because this dude's Nen is so malicious that Theta and Salkov is all like, we need to do whatever we can to make sure that this man does not learn anything more with Nen that we're already teaching him, because his own Nen is incredibly dark and malicious, just pure evil. So Seradni's saying, I'm about to be shot, so I need you to do these things. I'm about to die. I need you to do these things so that way I can continue on. Essentially. He's basically setting up this win for himself, just chilling. And I don't know how he's going to do it, because we haven't even seen him use his foresight Nen ability, where he could see into the future and the outcome that leads to him being able to potentially survive this. Because there's no way you're going to say like, well, I'm about to die so casually and you stay dead. There's literally no way. Which means that Seradni has an ulterior motive that's going on here that doesn't involve being hunted by Benjamin, which requires him to die in order for that sort of path he's taken to continue on. And I think it is absolutely horrifying that out of every single prince here, Benjamin is the least dangerous. At least when he's going after people, he's going straight forward. Seradni, we still don't know what his end goal is or what he intends to do. He's just been chilling in this room practicing his Zetsu so he can make his Zetsu and Nen abilities faster to enact and faster to use. That's all he's been doing. Just standing here in this room to practice, ignoring the special martial law alarms and everything just to keep his focus. So out of every single prince here, Seradni concerns me the most, because he's not fazed by anything going on. Not even the fact that Benjamin was coming here to gun him down. So the fact that we end this chapter with him getting shot after having told Salkov that it was going to happen beforehand means that he knew this was going to happen, and he's already found a way out of it. He's already found a way to get past Benjamin, so he can continue to do what he wants to do. That's the major concern here from this chapter. Seradni terrifies me. Out of everyone, he terrifies me because of his patience and how willing he is to, see his own goals come to fruition. And that's scarier than Benjamin, because Benjamin is just doing it like, oh, I'm going to become the next king of Kakin. I'm going to transcend my flesh and then become the new ruler of Kakin for all eternity. But with Seredni, he's all like, I just need you to teach me Zetsu. What for? Don't worry about it. Don't ask too many questions. Just teach me. And he hasn't done anything more than that. He hasn't done anything more than that, which should be terrifying everyone, because this man hasn't even begun to show off the fullest extent of his abilities, whether he's improved them over the amount of days that have gone on since his training. And what he actually has up his sleeves going forward. So we're going to have to see, because we are not going on break, thankfully enough. But overall, this was a very good chapter. This was way shorter for me to get through, because the last one I did, I think was like either 49 or maybe an hour's worth of us reading, because there was just so much to read in that chapter. But getting a chapter that's pretty straightforward, amidst all the paragraph chapter books that I've been getting for the past couple of Sundays, it was nice and refreshing, because that means I get to continue on with everything else I got to do today. But this was a good chapter of Hunter x Hunter, and I am concerned as to why Seredni has allowed this to happen. Not because it's not surprising to him. He allowed this to happen. So now I want to find out why, which I'm pretty sure we're going to find out very soon if we don't just cut away from Seredni right now. But only time will tell. Overall, good chapter of Hunter x Hunter, and I'm looking forward to the next one next week. To everyone that showed up here, the black guy and anime fan, all I can say to you, and pretty much everyone else who's watching this, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this a little bit later on, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Even check out my Patreon here on YouTube, or check out my membership here on YouTube, or my Patreon. Sorry, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. Have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!